This is John and Sarge coming from the van on a rainy day, and we're going to try a little van life experiment. Basically revolving around how to walk Sarge without getting wet and dragging a bunch of water in the car during a rainy day here. Drive to my location of doing this experiment. Okay, so gotta come clean here. I'm not really, if you've watched my channel before, you'll know that I don't actually live in the van. I have a van that I've converted into what I think is a pretty nice camper van, but at this point I'm still living in my sticks and bricks. But I like to experiment with, but I do go on trips in the van, and kind of like a big part of what the whole thing to me is in this channel, it's kind of like an experiment. You know, I like to kind of like I'm an inventor. I think I had maybe desires in my life to become an inventor, and maybe in some ways this helps me do these creative type things of, you know, let's say how I invented this van, how I put together a lot of stuff in the van to make it to where it would be, you know, I can make it to where it could be comfortable no matter how cold it is outside. Now, dealing with heat, that's a much tougher idea. But as far as cold, I can deal with cold pretty effectively with that furnace I have back there. And it produces dry heat, so actually I can even like dry out pretty good. But right now I'm driving, so I'm just gonna use the dry heat that comes from the car engine, regular heater. But as far as like when I'm sitting, I actually have a way of getting it warm in the van with this propane furnace that gets it nice and dry and warm in here, you know. So anyway, we're in Duluth, Minnesota town. A couple of these places I'm going to try out are kind of for the van life experiment of walking the dog on a rainy day without getting all soaked, both of us. These apply to Duluth specifically, so if I ever decided I wanted to van dwell in Duluth, you know, trying that out, seeing what it's like. But these are also kind of general ideas that can apply to other places. Okay, so basically, I'll just tell you what we're going to do. We're basically just finding a couple places where there's like where you can walk and be underneath some kind of like highway overpass, and also like one of them is actually a bridge, and so that's the idea that just how that would work. Should be good. Okay, so here you see. Okay, so that goes on a little ways there before you get into private property, and then you got a little area here, so you can do a little bit of walking up here with the dog, you know, keeping out of the rain. It'd be kind of cool actually if they made a big trail that went like underneath like the underpass here, you know, where you'd have like a big trail you could walk in like during the rain. I kind of spoiled my dog a little bit, don't I? Johnny Poo. Okay, and as I suspected, you could see there's still a lot of this rain is still making it down here because it's blowing. Okay, so maybe really the problem is maybe this bridge is too high to do this. Anyway, all right, I think we're gonna try to go to like this other place in Duluth that I know might be a good candidate for like a place where you could walk a dog dry. Now this place is a little more, it's like under a highway underpass, so it's more like lower and stuff like that, but it's also like more near like some neighborhoods and stuff, so I don't know, we'll see if there's any like kind of sketchy looking people hanging out down there. This is Garfield Avenue. It's kind of like this flat industrial area here. While I'm driving, I'm gonna maybe keep a lookout for other like kind of like underpass areas, you know. Some of these underpass areas might be areas where if a person was van dwelling up here. Now it does snow in Duluth a lot, Minnesota here. You know, so I was thinking like if you were looking for some place where you didn't want to park and not get buried by the snow, some of these underpasses might be the way to go, you know. I kind of found this one by accident here, but let's see. Okay, this isn't where I was gonna go, but I was just like, yeah, this one here actually looks like a decent one. I think I might just do this one. Let's just make sure there's no like, this is sort of a seedy area, so I want to make sure there's no like seedy people around and stuff, but definitely lock my doors here. Funny, this is kind of like a little hidden area. I never really thought about this. This is almost like a little park under here, sort of, you know. You can see there's actually a path there. So it actually, yeah. So, oh, you know what? Maybe this actually was designed to be kind of like a path where you get covered, you know.
anyway, gotta be careful. These people are probably gonna just run you over. But it looks like, yeah, you could actually walk down this way, and it's pretty dry. It looks like you can kind of walk this way a little bit too. I'm just saying, these look like, you know, just gonna kind of watch my car there. Actually, I could have just parked it on the street instead of under the underpass, and that would have been a little safer place to park it. But anyway. So yeah, this is under, there's a couple of different highways here that meet. There's kind of like a big interchange here. And I've driven over this a lot of times, but I've never actually walked down here. Oh yeah, some tall grass here. And it's pretty dry back here. There's some wind blowing through here. Okay, like right here I'm feeling a big thing of wind, but you can keep fairly dry. Okay, I'm probably not gonna go too much further because I'm kind of getting to the area where there's not enough material up there to really block. Oh, there you go, he's pooping. Hey, good job, buddy. So there you go. That goes to show that if you live here in Duluth, there's at least one place you can come here, and I'm sure there's probably more places where you can take your dog out for a walk so you can go poop on a rainy day. If you kind of think it, since we're under a bridge, we can do in honor of Kurt Cobain, underneath the bridge, taking my dog for a walk. He needs to go real poop, but he doesn't like to get wet. Walking my dog under a bridge, yeah. Walking him under a bridge, yeah. So anyway, okay. Little post-walk McDonald's trip here, and I'm happy that this one has the McDouble for $1.50. They only bring back that cheap McDouble every once in a while, and only at some of the McDonald's. So anyway, Sarge's enjoying. I got him under the blanket, letting him warm up here. Actually, I guess I can make like a little tent here, so you get him like the hot air blowing under there with them. Got to rig up like a doggy heat tent. Anyway, right next to this Holiday here in West Duluth here. Anyway, and I think what I'm going to do is, as one last thing, since I ended up in West Duluth here, I think I'm going to check out this other spot that I was originally thinking of walking under, and I'll see what that one looks like, and just not actually get out of the car, but just take a look at it. It's another one of those underneath the bridge type deals. So yeah, it looks like you probably could walk like under this bridge and find a few places that are green enough to do this. There's definitely places under here where you could do that. There's a whole, like, they gotta actually maybe kind of convert these areas into like a park. We're by the police station here too, by the way. So technically maybe I'm not supposed to be holding my phone, even though I'm not talking on it still. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this looks like some good areas under here too. So the bottom line is Duluth does have some areas where you could like take your dog or eat on a rainy day.